the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, the talk has been that they don't want to play with caution tonight. They want to let it all hang out. They seem to be a pretty revved up group coming into this game. We'll see if that translates into success on the court. Guys, it might have taken some time for him to adjust to the NBA, but D'Angelo Russell becoming a force in the league. What do you think finally clicked for him, Shaq?
Well, one, he's getting the ball, and two, he was given more freedom and control on offense, and he's making more measured decisions on offense. He's not as sporadic as he used to be.
Learning how to say no. You know, being a point guard, you got to say no to some of the best players in the world. I can't get you the ball right now. And he's getting comfortable creating for others.
Thank you for joining us. We go courtside now. Kevin Harlan has the call.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
On the floor for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. At shooting, Kent Bazemore. At small forward, Torian Prince. At the other forward position, Ersan Ilyasova. At center, Dwayne Dedmon. At the other guard position, Dennis Schroeder. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike Budenholzer.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Atlanta Hawks today. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. You have two teams that love to score out of the post, but they need enough space, Brent, to do it. What's the strategy here?
Sometimes it's not just about the space, Kevin, but it's about the timing of the cuts. When a guy has a post-up opportunity, if the defense is looking at that post-up player, if you move at the right time, you can really create some incredible space for that guy, not only to score, but to sometimes find cutters who sneak behind the eyes of the defense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Hawks, Schroeder and Bazemore are in the backcourt. Trent's out there with Ilyasova. And it's Dedmon in at the 5, home in the paint. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Now Bazemore. Schroeder outside. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Ilyasova. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And maybe that's the advantage at his height that Ilyasova has down there on the block, a high release point, which allows him to score easily.
Now, here is Russell. And it's Carroll in the corner. Dedmon with the block. Here's Schroeder. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Schroeder likes to drive first, now establishing the shoot first confidence. Love watching him rise up immediately after the catch.
Russell against Schroeder. Picked by Mozgov. Here's LeVert. It's good.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Here's Prince. After the basket by Brooklyn. To the middle, off the pick. And the layup is up and in.
Dedmon using his size on the inside and the defense trying to do their best to keep him away from the basket. Not that time.
Mozgov a screen on Schroeder. Russell passes to Mozgov. Lays it up and banks it in. Mozgov's got his first basket. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Bazemore kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's the teardrop. Dedmon dishes to Prince. Tries yet again, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Mozgov.
Dedmon likes to play physical. He brings it to the game every night.
The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one drops.
Well, from the D-League to dominating defensively, Dwayne Dedmon hustling around.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Slight change in the Hawks in terms of the front office responsibilities, as Coach Mike Budenholzer had been running the show, but he relinquished those responsibilities as Travis Schlenk came from the Golden State Warriors to head up the general manager's position.
Prince kicks to Ilyasova. Prince the pass to Dedmon. Here's Schroeder, back to Prince. Ilyasova, a screen on Russell. 4 on the shot clock. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. On the free throw, no good. And the Nets adding their own G-League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hollis Jefferson passes to Carroll. Shot clock at 5. Picked by Mozgov. Shot off the pick.
Well, Dedmon does such a good job as a mobile, quick-footed big man. Good at contesting the shots down there.
Prince, right side. Schroeder, outside. Kicks to Bazemore. Fires from the line. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Carroll kicks to Russell. There's the screen. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Carroll against Prince. From the high post. The shot by Carroll, no good.
Right now, he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Nets trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. The kick out to Ilyasova. Bangs home the trifecta. Ilyasova's got 5 points so far.
And that's Ilyasova's shot. He's a deep ball bomber.
Pass to LeVert. It's Carroll on the wing. Guarded by Prince. Carroll kicks to Mozgov. There's the pick. Here's Russell. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
You see where the size of Russell is such an advantage, especially in that painted area.
Schroeder kicks to Ilyasova. Schroeder against Russell. Ilyasova dishes to Schroeder. Good on the 13-footer. Schroeder's got his second basket of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson.
Well, Kevin, no surprise he said their focus has to be on defense when you're going up against a team that's so crafty on offense. He said we have to avoid mental lapses because they will take advantage. And we'll see if they're on their game tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. So he wants their best effort defensively, knowing what a slick shooting team they're up against.
And I think they'd be smart to try to deny them the ball inside, guys. The best way to keep a team from getting hot is to not give them the easy looks down low.
Yeah, make sure there is no vacancies out there at the three-point line, Greg. This is a team that can really hurt you from all over the floor.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for the Nets. Allen Crabbe comes in for DeMarre Carroll.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
Now here's Prince. Schroeder passes to Ilyasova. With the teardrop, and it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in. Schroeder's got 6 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Schroeder against Russell. Fires for 3. No good there. The Hawks leading by 8. Prince outside. There's a screen. Goes up off the pick, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Brent, you certainly grew up around basketball. Your dad was a legend. Your brothers certainly played at a very high level. What kind of advantage do you think that gave you, if any, as your career was progressing?
That's funny, Kevin. I can't get away from it. I'm sitting next to you now and we're watching basketball. So
I know it. Here it is.
The advantage, I think, is just absorbing all of that stuff. Maybe on a subconscious level, that you're taking in everything about what the profession was going to represent for you if in fact you got there, and thank goodness I did.
Well, I always sense you had a very wide view. Your lens was always wide, capturing as much as you could gather.
Yeah, it was like a 10 to 22 on any camera.
Several teams changing it up here. Nets trail by 10. Here's Dinwiddie. There's the pick. He dishes it to Crabbe. High arcing shot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. 2 on the clock. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Hawks leading by 10. Here's Delaney. He doesn't hit that one.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Harris outside. Fires from 14. Rebound by the Hawks.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
He gets it in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Allen. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Crabbe kicks to Booker. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Delaney, the pass to Muscala. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Delaney kicks to Babbitt. There's a good screen. Tries a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. A dramatic offensive regression for the Hawks over the last few seasons.
Well, they really just didn't have the shooting that they've had in the years past. And I would tell you, under Mike Budenholzer's system, it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of getting to know one another to be very, very sharp in what is a very systematic way of playing. So lots of turnovers and bad shooting are a reflection of these guys not understanding fully what they need to do.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
Now, here is Muscala. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. From 12 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Hawks leading by 12. So, Greg, how close were the Nets to being the Swamp Dragons anyway?
Well, it needed a unanimous vote of all the teams to change it, but there was one vote against it. The Nets themselves voted against the change, and they had 7 owners who rotated voting duties, and the one on deck got cold feet.
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the 3 by Atlanta. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Off the screen. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. It's Muscala, top of the key. And Bellinelli kicks to Collins. Back to Bellinelli. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Nets trail by 18. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. The dish to Crabbe. Takes a 3. Rebound by Muscala.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. couldn't complete the play.
Delaney, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Harris kicks to Crabbe. They set the pick. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Dinwiddie. Rebound by Muscala.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Babbitt. No good from the wing. Here's Dinwiddie. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We come back right after this. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
Well, there's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Atlanta leading by 18. Booker out there with Quincy Acey. Then it's Allen Crabbe. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
Maggette outside. His first shot coming late. Shot by Collins, no good.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
And he gets it to go. Crabbe's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Nets.
And for a player who's so prolific from beyond the arc, Crabbe has the length and some hops inside to beat you.
Maggette dishes to Collins. Back to Maggette. Steps back and fires. That shot no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his third rebound on the night. Harris inside the line. They get the rebound. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Maggette. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Nets trail by 16. Crabbe kicks to Acey. Here's Booker. The 9-footer's on the mark.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Collins. Feeds to Bellinelli. They set the pick. Maggette kicks to Delaney. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Maggette. And the pass to Delaney. Shoots. Some changes for Brooklyn. Damari Carroll comes in for Harris. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Dinwiddie. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Malcolm Delaney. Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Booker with the screen for Russell. Now here's Carroll. Bellinelli is covering. Carroll kicks to Booker. Over Muscala. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Booker. Atlanta's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And one of those lunch pail players, you love him, Greg, Trevor Booker out of Clemson.
Just hard-nosed, gets on the glass, and although only 6'8", he gets off his feet quickly. A terrific leaper and just one of those ultra-competitive guys. Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Hey, Brent, Jerry West once said that his ultimate lineup would feature 5 6'9" players. I like that. In a league that features so much switching, and you were just talking about this, would that be the perfect recipe for a versatile lockdown defender?
Well, I'd take 4 6'9" players and Jerry West. How about that? That might be pretty
Always
good.
include West with anybody, right? West with anybody.
No doubt about it. At 6'9", I think what Jerry's alluding to there, Kevin, is the fact that each of those guys would have a tremendous amount of length to cover up the floor. So foot quickness, lateral movement, and then that length to bother anybody, not only challenging shots, but also getting to the rim and making sure that there's some protection around the interior part of your defense.
LeVert's checked in for Ellen Cran. Russell passes to Booker. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to LeVert. They set the pick. Wide open look. That one wide left.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Dishes it to AC. He feeds it to Carroll. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. No good from Booker. The Hawks leading by 14. And Bazemore kicks to Dedmon. Prince against Carroll. And there's the feed to Ilyasova. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Ersan Ilyasova out of Turkey, the 36th pick back in 2005.
Well, he's carved out a long and nice career as a spread 4 in this league. Has played for many teams, but has not played in many different ways. He's a good shooter and a good rebounder and keeps getting chances in the NBA.
That free throw good from Ilyasova.
Ilyasova with the height of a big man. He's very much at ease and has a great release.
The Nets making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And one thing that's a constant for Atlanta, great activity defensively.
Well, there's a system offensively for the Hawks, but there is a system of rules for them also defensively. So they did a good job of being in good position, setting themselves up to defend plays, to get steals and deflections and draw charges. And they did a great job last year with the addition of Dwight Howard being a better rebounding team. That's something they need to try to hang their hat on this year as well.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Mozgov.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 6.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Russell against Schroeder. There's a screen. Russell kicks to Mozgov. Just 5 on the clock. Ilyasova against Carroll. No good on that one. Here's Prince. Rebound, Brooklyn. And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and of course KG. But unfortunately, all past their prime. That team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Ilyasova sets a screen for Schroeder. He can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Mozgov sets a screen for Carroll. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
And the Nets making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Now here's Prince. Kicks it to Bazemore. Ilyasova a screen. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got his first points in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Timeout called the Nets. Hey, Brent, what's more important, offense or defense? Some guys are great at both.
Well, offense is sometimes what you get paid for, Kevin, but defense is where you need a buy-in. And so to me, it's always the defense and the way that you construct that camaraderie on that end of the floor, that communication on that end of the floor that's going to make the difference in your season.
Don't you love two-way players, though, guys that play hard at both ends? It's hard to do, but the guys that do it well really stand out.
Well, it's not football, Kevin. There's two sides that you have to play in basketball, and certainly the more equipped that you are to play both, the more playing time you're going to see for a coach. Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
And the Nets with possession here. Trailing by 17. Passes it to Russell. There's a good screen. Makes it off the glass. Russell's got 6 points.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
The dish to Dedmon. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Schroeder against Russell. Ilyasova sets a screen for Schroeder. 5 on the clock.
Yeah, getting a little better on defense every day. Russell with the size and length to be more of a factor.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
The Hawks leading by 13. Schroeder kicks to Dedmon. Here's the screen. Ilyasova, a screen on Russell. Ilyasova, a screen. Schroeder against Russell. From downtown. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. Nets have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Pass to Carroll. Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Prince. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Atlanta's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Dedmon, back to Schroeder. Ilyasova sets a screen for Schroeder. Charity stripe shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through. You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Here's Bazemore following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. He dishes it to Dedmon. There's the screen. He kicks to Schroeder. Trying to get back on track. Mozgov grabs the board.
It's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Bazemore looking pretty comfortable on the inside there, weaving around for that two.
Outside, Russell. Feeds to Carroll. It's blocked.
Ilyasova not known for his defense, but with the length he has on those arms of his, he got to the ball.
From deep, Prince. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. Nets trail by 15. Now the pass to Carroll. Inside, Mozgov. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation. Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Here's LeVert. 6 points for him.
Two shots, gentlemen. Two.
Gone from the Hawks are all the starters of that team that just a couple years ago won 60 games. So you have to believe if this is the time for that organization to embrace a rebuild.
Two shots.
The first one falls. Brooklyn making some changes. Allen's checked in for Mozgov. Harris comes in for Damari Carroll. And Dinwiddie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. So he gets them both. The Hawks leading by 13. Delaney kicks to Muscala. Back to Delaney. Pass to Bellinelli. Clock at 6. Allen Crabbe, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Maggetti's checked in.
Josh Maggette.
Five to shoot. Here's Muscala. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Muscala's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Dishes it to Crabbe. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, Crabbe's a shooter. If he gets his feet set, nice 1-2 hop like that, it's going through.
Maggette outside. They set the pick. Now Bellinelli. He's got 5 from the line. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Maggette. 1:04 left now here in the second.
Well, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
And stolen by Crabbe. Allen right side. And Allen slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Prince is checked in for Atlanta.
One shot.
Allen, no good on the free throw.
Now, Coach Budenholzer comes from a basketball family. His father coached for over 20 years. It feels like he was just born into it. Definitely what many would consider a coaching lifer.
Now here's Cram. He feeds it to Dinwiddie. Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Jumper off the screen. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Harris.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Here's Delaney. Outside, Bellinelli drains the three-pointer. Bellinelli's got 8 points.
And Bellinelli moves well in these situations, staying active at all times and being rewarded there with his effort.
And the first half is now in the books. The Hawks on top. They lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active. Everybody's covering for each other. And we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have a 13-point lead. And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team. Keeping those turnovers down, that's the big factor.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You gotta like what Ersan Ilyasova has done in this game.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Filling out the wings, it's Bazemore and Prince. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Ilyasova, and it's Schroeder in at the point. For Atlanta, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets trail by 15. Picked by Mozgov. Russell kicks to Mozgov. They set the pick. Pass to LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. There's the steal. Bazemore with it. Picked his pocket. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's LeVert. And it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. The feed now to Mozgov. Clock at 4. Here's Carroll. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Carroll's got 5 points so far.
And usually Carroll will stay beyond the arc, that time stepping in for the basket.
Prince kicks it over to Schroeder. To the paint. Mozgov with the steal. Russell against Schroeder. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And Russell gets it to go.
And happy to take it up inside. You see Russell under control and in charge. And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. Now one of the major building blocks of this team that has embraced him wholeheartedly. His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Mozgov passes to Hollis Jefferson.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Bazemore kicks it over to Schroeder. Dedmon dishes to Schroeder. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. And with the draft spot the Lakers had and the spotted history with D'Angelo Russell. You know, Greg, it wasn't a huge shock to see him move.
You know, it just seemed to me that Russell wasn't the right fit for what LA wanted to do. Still a very young and talented player who has a chance to kind of reinvent himself here in New York. He's shown a bit more maturity since that trade and since joining this team.
Here is Ilyasova after the basket by Timofey Mozgov. Clock at 4. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Schroeder staying aware and excellent at going straight into the defense in order to get the foul.
And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany handed the keys as the full-time starter at the point guard in his 4th season.
And with his confidence and competitive spirit, you know he was chomping at the bit for that opportunity. And you got to love his athleticism coupled with that big play capability. It's just exciting to see how good this young man can become.
And he makes the first. And Dennis Schroeder plays the game with a real flair, tremendous confidence in his abilities.
Well, sometimes that gets him in a bit of trouble too, Kevin. You got to minimize some of the energy that you put into the antics that are happening around the game and put that kind of energy back into the game. But still a talented young point guard and a guy who wants to measure himself up against the best in the league every night.
Schroeder hits them both. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 10. From deep, Ilyasova. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Ilyasova's got 14 points for the game. Russell kicks to Carroll. Russell a screen on Schroeder. Carroll passes to Mozgov. Here's Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And just loving the attack mode here for Russell. Off the drive there, he draws the foul.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That free throw, no good. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State. Greg, in your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill level. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all three at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-ups, a very good in-between game as well. Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process.
Ilyasova a screen. Here's Schroeder. Here's Dedmon. And again, it's Atlanta.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
Russell dishes to Carroll. Here's LeVert. He's covered by Bazemore. Floats one up. It's good. And the Hawks lead us get back down to 13 with the basket coming from LeVert.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
It's Schroeder with the drive. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Now here's Prince. 7 points in the game.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Schroeder against Russell. Here's the screen to the inside and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
We've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. And he's good on the 3-ball. Russell's got 6 here in this quarter.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
It's stolen by Carroll. Kicks it to Russell. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. "13 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Schroeder's got 12.
Defense pretty solid there, but Schroeder finds a way to knock one down.
Mozgov sets a screen for Carroll. Out to Russell. And they double up Russell. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Hollis Jefferson.
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up, rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Here's Dedmon. He has 7. Schroeder, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And that's where the defense failed. You can't let him throw that down. You've got to get over and foul him, send him to the free throw line.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Start it.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Muscala, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Collins comes in for Elias.
Wow, how about that? Remarkable verts there from Schroeder as he skies high for an impressive dunk.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Nets have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Booker. No good on the second free throw. The Hawks leading by 13. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Misses off the right iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
There's the pick. Here's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Delaney. 8 points for him. Now the dish to Muscala. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Muscala's got 5 points so far.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now here's Cram. Guarded closely. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And being primarily a 3-and-D guy, Crabbe's opportunities at the line can be rare, but great job of drawing the foul there.
A second-round pick back in 2013, Allen Crabbe didn't play consistent minutes, Brent, until his 3rd season in the NBA.
Yeah, and he continues to work, and I think the early part of his career he got some minutes because he really focused on the defensive end, and maybe scoring a little bit and shooting the ball well took his mindset away from that. We'll see this year if he can be more complete on both ends and still a tremendous offensive weapon.
That's good from Crabbe.
And not a guy who gets to the charity stripe a ton, but overall, Crabbe shoots a solid percentage from there.
Both free throws good from Crabbe. The Hawks leading by 13. Schroeder passes to Muscala. Collins, a screen on Booker. Back to Muscala. Plenty of space. And it's good off the back rim and in. Muscala's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded closely. It's stolen by Muscala. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Delaney. He's guarded by Crabbe. And he comes up with the deuce. 10 points for him.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Harris, right side. Back to Crabbe. And it's blocked. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. A floater. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Schroeder.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Nets trail by 20. Dinwiddie kicks to Booker. Booker a screen on Schroeder. Here's Dinwiddie. No good, unable to end this run.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Schroeder passes to Delaney. He dishes it to Bellinelli. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Crabbe, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, maybe not a top-tier athlete, but Crabbe is capable of racing into position on the break.
Here's the floater, and it's in there. 21 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, his offense should come with the warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
Now here's Crabbe. Defense is right there. Booker with the screen for Harris. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. 1:22 left in the third. Here's Collins. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Schroeder. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Feeds to Dinwiddie. Booker a screen on Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Here's Dinwiddie. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
The Hawks leading by 16. To the wing on the left. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third.
Watching Schroeder put the team on his back has been entertaining, and he's scoring at a steady clip.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's a screen. Crabbe kicks to Booker. To the left side wing. Here's Dinwiddie. No good from outside.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Schroeder outside. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
For Atlanta, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
One shot, gentlemen.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Dinwiddie dishes to AC. He kicks it to Crabbe. Down low, off the screen, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for the Atlanta Hawks. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Nets trail by 19. They've got Crabbe, Booker out there with Quincy Ace. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pulls up on the wing. No good from Booker.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Delaney, the pass to Collins. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Dinwiddie kicks to Crabbe. To the inside. And the dunk by Booker.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
And the Nets making a change here. Carroll's checked in.
Shooting one.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Right wing. Here's Muscala. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Crabbe kicks to Booker. There's the pick. Here's Dinwiddie. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Here's Delaney. He's guarded by Crabbe. Schroeder outside. A floater doesn't go for him. Good D by Booker. Nets trail by 16. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Booker with the screen for Carroll. To the paint. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
At the line for your Nets, Trevor Booker. At the line for two.
Two.
First one falls for him. LeVert's checked in for the Nets. Russell comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Muscala. Ilyasova comes in for Collins. Prince is checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Malcolm Delaney. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks leading by 14. Now here's Bazemore. And there's the pass to Schroeder. They set the pick. To the inside. Pass to Prince. Ilyasova a screen. Shot off the screen. And off the front iron. And in it goes. 9 points for Prince.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Down low, here's AC. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, man, gotta love that pass there. Couldn't ask for a better one.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Dedmon dishes to Bazemore. And going into last season, Kent Bazemore commanding a salary in excess of $17 million. Greg, how did an undrafted player coming off his first starting season in the league get that kind of salary?
Timing is everything. Reflection of the market. You remember he had that huge spike in the cap. It's also a bet on his upside and work ethic. And with Bazemore, you see that the dedication to improve is there, and that's what made the Hawks comfortable with the contract.
Hoop shots.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore.
There he is, the product out of Kelford, North Carolina. Kent Bazemore has come a very long way during his short time in the NBA. Speaking of Kelford, that's got to be one of those places where everybody knows who you are, and Bazemore has that easygoing vibe when you get a chance to meet him.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. And so Bazemore nails both of them.
And really, it's hard to guard a guy like Bazemore because of how high he can get up. His athleticism is just boundless.
Russell with the bucket. And hard scrabble beginnings for Bazemore. Winners without heat. His mom worked 3 jobs to support the family. But what a success story for Kent Bazemore.
Yeah, an incredible story. You can see the work ethic that Kent Bazemore has and how those things have paid off for him. This is a guy who went undrafted, waited for an opportunity, and then pounced on it. The thing is with Kent Bazemore now, are you the type of player who wants to spend the money that you've earned, or do you want to earn the money that you've been given?
Nets trail by 14. There's Russell with the 3. Bazemore grabs the miss. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. The 17-footer. The rebound by the Nets. Mozgov's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside Russell. And they double up Russell. Here's LeVert. He's covered by Bazemore. Dedmon with the block. And here's the fast break. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's some speed right there shown by Bazemore. The bucket is as easy as they come if you run like that.
And they double up Russell. Here's Mozgov. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Bazemore passes to Dedmon. Schroeder outside. Dedmon kicks it to Bazemore. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Hawks lead by 16. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Schroeder against Russell. Now here's Schroeder, guarded closely.
Nothing discourages Schroeder when he's driving towards the rim, does not see things in his way, and he has no problem taking hits on the way.
Shooting for Atlanta, Dennis Schroeder. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Russell passes to Hollis Jefferson. Carroll against Prince. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Carroll. No good off the front iron.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Nets trail by 17. And here's Russell. Picked by Mozgov. Russell kicks to Mozgov. Prince against Carroll. Over Prince. And no good that time. The Hawks leading by 17. Now Bazemore. Passes it to Ilyasova. Here's Schroeder. The kick out to Ilyasova. Bazemore with it. Dishes to Dedmon. Here's Bazemore. LeVert grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Schroeder against Russell. 14 feet away. Mozgov with the block.
And the size and length of Mozgov, a big factor. Hard to convert when he's there.
Hawks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Dedmon kicks it to Bazemore. Schroeder dishes to Dedmon. Schroeder outside. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Schroeder's got 29 in the game.
And Schroeder continuing to build his confidence, shooting the ball from the perimeter. I like to see him square up and sink those Jays.
And it's Mozgov at the elbow. Pass to LeVert. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for your next, Caris LeVert. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First one falls for him.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Both shots good from the stripe. Now here's Bazemore. They set the screen, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Nets trail by 15. Russell kicks to Carroll. Back to Russell. And they double up Russell. Here's LeVert, just 5 on the clock. Count that one. LeVert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction, and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
There's the feed to Dedmon. Ilyasova sets a screen for Schroeder. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both. Nets trail by 15. Outside Russell. And there's the pass to LeVert. Picked by Mozgov. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And here's Schroeder. They double him with Russell. Schroeder kicks to Prince. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. That's 12 points for Prince.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Now here's Mozgov. D right on him. Prince against Carroll. Ilyasova passes to Prince. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Nets trail by 18. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's foul number 2 for him. Timeout called, the Nets. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Dennis Schroeder.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Got a piece of it, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here's Hollis Jefferson.
No escaping the outstretched arms of Ilyasova on that play. At every turn, he was right there and defended it well.
And you'll hear some say the sleeper of that 2015 draft was Rondae Hollis Jefferson. I mean, a fractured ankle his rookie season limited him to just those 29 games. But when healthy, he's shown he can be a force defensively.
That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson. And Greg, what separates Hollis Jefferson, do you think, as an NBA defender?
You know, physicality, quickness to go along with anticipation. I mean, with his pressure D, he's able to suffocate perimeter players and rack up steals. And don't forget versatility. He's a guy that can guard multiple positions, and that's a huge asset for any team.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Hawks leading by 16. Bazemore dishes to Prince. Schroeder outside. There's the screen, and Mozgov comes to help. Clock at 6. Here's Prince. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Mozgov's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Schroeder kicks to Dedmon. He feeds it to Bazemore. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Dedmon passes to Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Nets trail by 18. Here's LeVert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
Count it.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned, playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, he could not be stopped on offense. Super efficient tonight. There wasn't a lot the defense could do.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Ageti up top. There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. And Muscala kicks to Ageti. Pass to Delaney. Trying his luck deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Dinwiddie. Harris outside. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. Kicks to AC. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Dinwiddie. Harris dishes to AC. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Maggette outside. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.